Hey guys, and welcome back to Science Minutes with Mid-America Science Museum. Today we're going to be talking all about animal adaptations. So, what are animal adaptations? Well, an adaptation is a change that helps an organism survive. So, it's anything an organism does, a living thing, that helps it survive. There are four main types of adaptation. There is mimicry, there is camouflage, there is poison or venom, and there's armor. So, where do we see those things in our daily life? Well, let's just think about it. We've got our turtle here, right? What does this turtle do to help protect itself? You're right, it's that shell. That shell is its armor that it uses to protect itself and its environment. But what about mimicry? Mimicry is when you are copying another organism. And our butterfly does that here with its wings. You see these wings? Those wings look like eyes to predators, eyes of larger animals. And so when they're in the environment, they're not going to come and attack it because it looks like it's much larger than it actually is. Now, do we have mimicry and camouflage and armor in our lives? Well, yeah, but it just looks a little different, right? So let's take our bike helmet, for example. Our bike helmet is what we use as armor. It's an example of how we protect ourselves to help us survive. You wear your bike helmet when you are on your bicycle to protect your head if you were to fall or something like that. What's really cool about this bicycle helmet is it also has a camouflage feature. Now, this probably wouldn't help you camouflage while you're riding down the road, but if you were to stick this helmet in the woods, like when you're hunting or something like that, you would blend in with nature, and that's an effective camouflage. So one of my favorite animals is the penguin. And the penguin has many different adaptations, but one I really like is its counter shading. It's its form of camouflage. So if you look at my penguin over here, you will see that it is white on its belly and black on its back. And that's called counter shading, two separate colors, because when a penguin is swimming, any animals below it will look up and see its white belly, and that's going to blend in with the sky. Now, if an animal from the top, a predator from the top, is looking down into the ocean, they'll see its black back, which blends in with the deeper waters of the ocean. So it uses its coloring to hide from predators. So let's just see camouflage in life. So I've got my scene here. Okay, and this is just some grassy area, kind of wooded. And we have two separate snakes. Well, two separate animals. I have one snake. But we have a white snake and we have a brown scorpion. Now, if you are a predator looking in, which one are you most likely to see? The white snake, right? It doesn't blend in with this area. The scorpion is more likely to be hidden because it's blending in with that ground. Same with my ocean here. I've got a cool little squid looking thing. Put it there with my blue shark. Now my blue shark would likely be looking for this squid, and it's going to blend in with the area around it. So those are examples of camouflage. One of the cool stories about how camouflage affects survival is with the peppered moth. So, there was this animal called the peppered moth, and it was impacted by its environment. Peppered moths are two colors, black and white. And what they would do is they would hide on the trees from their predators. Now, when the Industrial Revolution happened, it caused a lot of smog. That smog darkened the trees, making these white trees black. So which moth do you think survived? The black moth. Right? The white ones were easy to pick up. But when the smog cleared and the trees cleared, the white moths began to live again and stick around. They were able to survive because they now blended in with the trees and the black moths didn't anymore. So we have a game to show you how you could see this happening in real life. What I've got is just some tissue paper. You could use different colored popsicle sticks, toothpicks, whatever you have that is small and different colors. I've got a few here. Now, this game wouldn't be great to play on this table because all of them are easy to find. But what if I were to play it outside, right, in the grassy area? And what you do is you take a bunch of different tissue papers and you scatter them in the lawn. And then you and your friends race to see how many you can pick up. After a time limit is up, you see what has been collected. Those would be the things that were eaten by their predators. Now, whatever is left is what gets to multiply. So if you had more green left in the natural environment, you would add more green to the environment because that is what's getting to continue to survive. So I hope you try this game at home and tell us what you think about it. Just again, showing how these adaptations help in survival. Well, this has been Adaptations of Animals today. We're so glad that you joined us with Mid-America Science Museum Science Minutes. We hope to see you back next time.